guards watching for cues, customer flow, and of course, troublemakers. For sociological observation, not so much. The first time I did this, I felt creepy, and if I'm honest, it still feels creepy. Peering through a hole in the wall is hardly a socially sanctioned and acceptable thing to do. To say it's taboo is an understatement. I spent over 6 years working in research with oversight of the Institutional Review Board, or IRB, at a local university, which set strict parameters on human subject research. The IRB is pretty serious about informed consent, especially when dealing with sensitive situations. And while all customers are repeatedly warned and notified they will be on camera once entering the haunt, this kind of voyeurism still feels unfair, dangerous, and yes, powerful. Making it feel even more awkward, I'm watching people in a moment of pure terror and vulnerability. I see the expressions on their faces. I hear their screams, and occasionally I see the tears in their eyes. They run, trip over each other, and instinctively push back, forward, any direction that is away from the serial killer and his knife. I've seen men push their girlfriends out of the way as they try to move, and others drop to their knees and scream for God. There is usually a minute or so break in between groups. It's a quiet and surreal minute. The screams from the previous group now entering the barn can be heard as they are introduced to our scarecrow. I crouch there, peering through the hole, and catch sight of the first person in the next group. She's young, probably mid-20s, and looking around at everything. There's a lot to hold her attention. The room is scattered with photos on the wall, a sink filled with blood and guts, a 3D projection of maggots crawling over garbage. She scans the floor, the corners, trying to see ahead, completely unsuspecting that at any moment the entire wall to her left will slam open. I feel anxious, even though I've watched this many times. The anticipation builds, and I feel my heart start beating faster. I wonder when. When is he going to slide the door? I watch as the customer moves slowly forward, her attention distracted by a mirror placed right in front of her on an opposing wall, the wall I'm hiding behind. For a moment, I think she can see me, but I know it's impossible. Just as she realizes it's her own reflection in the mirror, the door slams open, and the serial killer delivers his scare. The young woman, along with the rest of her group, screams as they stumble forward and to the right. I turn to watch them round the corner and see their screams have turned to hysterical laughter right before reverting back to screams as the killer's victim delivers his scare. As the group moves into the barn, I congratulate the actors on their highly successful 1-2 setup. They smile and laugh and reset their positions at their own peepholes, waiting for their cue. Again, in this moment of quiet, I find myself in awe. Something amazing is happening in this space. Each time I walk away, I feel as if I've witnessed humans at their most basic and primal state. It's a privilege. How often in life do we actually see each other stripped of pretense and social scripts? So I continue to crouch, staring through a peephole, watching customers scream in terror, actors poised on their toes, watching and lying in wait to jump out and go boo. And I wonder how we got to this point and why all these people are standing in line for 2 hours to pay money for the chance to scream. I've been a fan of haunted houses since my first trip at age 6 through a tiny, shabby, thrown-together haunt with toilet paper mummies and black plastic bats on a gymnasium stage. Not only were they in line with my general interest in scary stories and fascination with the macabre, but Halloween was the best holiday, in my opinion, because it was all about friends, monsters, and candy, rather than family and responsibility. I found the excitement and anticipation of haunted houses exhilarating, realizing pretty early in life that I was a thrill seeker. Of course, I didn't use that language or know what a thrill seeker was, or an adrenaline junkie, or a daredevil, or the academic concepts for these terms, sensation seeking, novelty seeking, benign masochism, hedonic reversals. I didn't know what stress sensitive versus stress resilient meant. I just knew I really enjoyed things like haunted houses, scary movies, riding my horse bareback with abandon across fields, roller skating fast, and going on the steepest roller coasters. I never really stopped to think about why I enjoyed it. I just figured it was fun and funny and an all-around good time. My thrill-seeking led me to ScareHouse, a nationally recognized